the world is catching on to the WNBA, obviously, because of Angel Reese, because of Caitlyn Clark. You've been covering it since its inception. You understand this game maybe better than anybody else. So what has it been like having the world catch up to the talent and the excitement that you see all the time?
So were you ever that little kid and you were like, hey, over here, I have something really cool that you can watch, and nobody would come and see your cool thing? It feels a little bit like that. Like we have been screaming from the mountaintops about how talented, how deep, how great the WNBA is. And now there's, because of some of these, kids that went through college and had the NIL marketing, I think people are forgetting both Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese. Their games and their results were exciting, but they've also been marketed in a way that no college athletes ever have been before. Major box brands getting behind them and marketing them while they're in college. So those eyeballs have translated over to the WNBA. Caitlyn Clark is must-watch basketball right now, period. She is so exciting, her passing. And so it's been really fun because I think we're ushering in a lot of new fans, and they're seeing that the product is phenomenal. And I'll give you one example. So my little nephew, he's 10 years old. He's obsessed with Caitlyn Clark, but now he's also obsessed with Kelsey Mitchell because she plays with Caitlyn Clark on the Indiana Fever. And so that, what is the saying? Rising tide lifts all boats. And I think that's what we're seeing in the W.
Yeah, it was very cool when Rich and I were overseas in June. A cab driver asked us about Caitlyn Clark. And now normally they'd want to talk about football, the NBA, what have you. But in halting a time, this guy's asking me about Caitlyn Clark, which I think was so exciting. Do you think that Team USA made a mistake not including her and Angel Reese to go overseas?
Oh, this is a hard question because at the outset, when they made that decision, I don't think it was a mistake. Angel and Caitlyn were both coming off their college seasons. They had not participated in any of the camps. People have to remember that there are training sessions and camps that lead up to the Olympics that Breanna Stewart and Asia Wilson and Brittany Griner, they're all participating in. And because they were still in college, Caitlyn and Angel did not have a chance to participate in any of those camps and start building that chemistry with Team USA. So at the initial outset, I did not think it was a mistake. As I have watched Caitlyn Clark evolve in the WNBA, her passing is game changing. And I think, if that decision was being made today, it could have been different. But, it's hindsight is 2020. Caitlyn's playing great. I think she is one of the best passers in the WNBA right now as a rookie. She just set the WNBA record with 19 assists in a game. But their players on Team USA are phenomenal. When you talk about the decision, you have to ask, well, who would you have left off? And that's where the decision was very difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that Breanna Stewart would love to have that conversation with you. The question is, though, should the team have evolved? There seems to be, and this is from the outside looking in, so I want your take on this. There seems to be so much tension between the women that set the stage before, and obviously, Team USA has always rolled. They've never lost in the Olympics. But is there a perceived idea that there is tension between this younger class that's gotten so much more attention and the women that came before and set the stage for them?
I honestly have not seen that in person. I know what social media likes to say and how social media likes to blow everything up. But as I was watching Caitlyn Clark interact with Diana Taurasi and interact with Team USA, when I saw Angel Reese and Nneka Ogwumike, high-fiving and interacting, I don't see that tension. I do think that social media exacerbates that. So any little thing, blows up. But I think one thing people are forgetting, this is competitive. Caitlyn Clark is competing against these women. And for some reason, we expect women to be nice when they're being competitive. And Drake has a great song, Suzy, called Nice for What? And that's what I want to shout to the world of. It's supposed to be competitive. There is supposed to be tension with Caitlyn and other teams in the WNBA. So, Angel Reese has been very well accepted. I think she's getting a lot of love from veterans. And I do think that is something that social media has exacerbated. but I'm not seeing it in person, particularly at the All-Star game where everybody was really getting along great and it looked great.
I mean, it looked like a serious NBA All-Star game environment where it just looked like I've never actually wanted to be at a game as much as I wanted to be at that one. Of course, I was at visiting day in Maine, which is exactly the same thing. But, Holly, I just have loved seeing this develop. And the idea that women have to be so nice, I like how chippy it is. I like the fact these girls are standing there taking these fouls and going in hard. Who's your most exciting player to watch if you had to leave Caitlyn aside?
Well, right now, the thing I'm the most excited about that I really think got lost during the All-Star weekend, because everybody's talking about Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese playing together for the first time. And I think what got lost is that Breanna Stewart and A'ja Wilson are playing together on Team USA. These two are often pitted against each other because they are often the two finalists for MVP. And so there's kind of this feeling of A'ja and Stewie, whose camp are you in? And what I thought was really essential during the All-Star weekend, and then in their game yesterday against Germany, is that Breanna Stewart and A'ja Wilson are the two best players in the world, period. And they are on the same team. And how fortunate we are that we get to watch them play basketball. They have combined, they've played 2 games now for Team USA, and they have combined for 86 points and 36 rebounds. That is great basketball. And so to me, the A'ja-Stewie dynamic on Team USA is what I'm looking forward to for the Olympics. They don't play again until July 29th when they open the games with the team Japan, that a lot of people in Team USA will tell you Japan has given them the most difficult game in the last few years. So this is a game for people to watch, but my eyes are squarely on Breanna Stewart and A'ja Wilson, the two best players in the world. Make no mistake.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.